everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time doing another Christmas review, and this one is on Bob the Builder, Christmas to Remember. Now, as you know, Bob the Builder, Christmas to Remember was meant to be a sort of Christmas special, which in the UK was the first special, while in America was meant to be the second special. Now, after watching Bob the Cowboy Builder, which was a parody on YouTube, and after my friends Sean and James encouraged me to sort of review the Christmas special, I decided to kind of do it as a kind of idea for the Christmas reviews, because one, if something's got a Christmas in it, I will definitely review it. So the point of A Christmas to Remember is meant to follow Bob, who is excited that his twin brother, Tom, who's meant to be a zoologist who works in the Arctic Circle, is coming home for Christmas. And we kind of see how Bob is delighted, but at the same time has to manage kind of setting up the big Christmas concert and the event for the new mayor, Mayor Bunty. Now, I don't really see Mayor Bunty as stubborn or selfish. I think it's clear that she kind of sets Bob to a lot of impossible standards without giving Bob some extra help, and seems to kind of treat him a bit more like trying to finish the job on time. So I can kind of get that Mayor Bunty wants things to be perfect, and you can tell Bob is trying to balance other responsibilities. I think the message, I would say, with Mayor Bunty and Bob the Builder is trying to balance things with your workers, but also let them have some free time and a bit of a break. Well, Bob the Builder is maybe more about trying to balance things in your life and try and get things done. And we do kind of see how Rowley does help one of the songwriters, who later takes the name Elton John, to come up with a new tune for the song, and helping him find his inspiration. And we also do kind of see how Farmer Pickles gives Spud a terrible idea about being overly good for Christmas so Santa can give him presents. I think the message with Spud is that you shouldn't do things for the wrong reasons, do things for the right reasons because it's the right thing to do. And the message, I think, with Elton John and Rowley is about finding your inspiration and your big break. And I think for the most part, I would say, yeah, I think when you do see Bob and the others trying to set things up for the Christmas event, it's kind of like a realistic thing, where you're trying to set things up for a big event, trying to kind of get things done in time, and you can't expect any screw-ups. I think when you do have the roadie guy in Banger, I think his character works, because, yeah, you can tell he's a bit of a screw-up, but you can tell he's a screw-up who definitely has a lot of heart. And I think it's surprising that we do see Elton John and Noddy Holder doing the voice work, because given the fact they're musicians themselves, they probably had events really similar to this. And I think for the most part, it being a simple Christmas story where, yeah, trying to balance your life, trying to handle responsibilities, and trying to get things done in time. And again, I wouldn't really say Mayor Bunty is a terrible character. One, it's kind of clear that she puts Bob and some of the other characters to impossible standards, and it's clear that she doesn't really offer Bob any real help or stop to kind of realise how much harm her actions are doing. And again, I get it sometimes when you're working in the team, you have to kind of do things to try and set things right, and try not to expect any real screw-ups. And I think for the most part, I would say A Christmas to Remember is an alright one. Like I said, there are simple messages in the story to follow, and I think if you're a fan of Bob the Builder, or used to watch it when you were much younger, then yeah, it's a standard Christmas story about managing responsibility, taking control of trying to get things done, and not expecting any real screw-ups. So I think the special definitely deserves thumbs in the middle. While it's an average one, it's definitely not the perfect one, but I still think Elton John and some of the other guest stars still try to save this. And keep in mind, when they're musicians, they probably expected real life screw ups with some events, and sometimes, yeah, setting up an event can be difficult, but deep down your team are always going to get things done. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.